Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today, I wish to take you through the steps of pressure testing, hydrostatic for that matter. Here is the machine. Here is our jerrycan for petrol. There's our hose pipe. And then here we have the two manifolds because we are running dual. On my right, we have the 200 mm. On my left, we have the 110 mm. All are UPVC pipes. So we are now busy assembling everything. We are beginning to assemble everything. So as we assemble, there are still a lot of things that needs to come. We are also waiting for the water truck to come. We have a water truck 19 cubics that is underway, and then we'll also need a separate tank from which we can the truck can put water, and then the pressure testing pump can suck from there into the chamber or into the pipe system. The reason being that for the constant flow, the insertion of the machine has to source water from a settled sort of settled. The tank is settled, so the water would be settled in the tank. Then you don't have any challenges. You will also be able to monitor the water level because it's visible, unlike the water truck. Water truck obviously would not be a suitable source if you had to directly pump from there. Coming to the machine, can you please remove for me the pipes? Remove for me the pipes on top. Moving on, coming to the machine, just to take you through the steps of the design of the machine. First, starting with the brand. This is Iron Doki. It's assembled in Quebec because as a supplier. And then the features here, we have the main features that we use. This is the insertion pipe. Of course, that is where the water is running through. Then it has a filter here alongside to ensure that the water that is being sucked, it's clean. If there's anything that is in the drum or a tank where you're sourcing the water from, it will be able to filter it right here so that it doesn't damage the pump. And then next we have here, this is the regulator. Here's the regulator. This is the regulator. And then it has a bypass. This is a bypass pipe. So what happens is that when you are sucking water through here, it will come into the bypass. Then the bypass would wait for you to either open the shut-off valve so that the water goes through the pipe, the main pipe, in order for it to be read on the gauge, or when you open it that way, when you open the bypass that way, the water will flow the other direction. Next, obviously the most important part, we have our two gauges. This is the main gauge. It's in megapascal, of course. And then there you have the values. Of course, those that knows 1 megapascal it's equal to 10 bars. And then so it goes. So as it stands now, we are going to test our 110 mm UPVC pipes. So by the time it gets here, it there just the should I say the second last bar before 1 megapascal, that it's obviously 9 bars. So 9 bars is the required value for testing 110 UPVC pipes. But most importantly, before we get to that part, we need to understand also the other gauge, the smaller gauge behind there. This one is also very important. How does it work? This is the the gauge that you need to regulate in order for it to influence the bigger one. So as you can see, it's behind there. But when you are setting, you need to first of all regulate that to a required value, and then you make sure that the regulator, once it's regulated, the pressure would then increase, but it will not go beyond the value, so that you get your result on the main one. But what I have experienced is that I have no idea, maybe it's just a minor fault when it comes to the operation of the machine, that in most cases, once you regulate it by opening here, by opening here, this is the regulator. So by opening, when you're opening, it drops there, and then when you close, it rises. But then you need now to get the certain value, and then you lock it there before you open the shut-off valve. So through the process of pumping, both the gauges would read the same value. So by the time they read the same value, once you reach your required value here, and then you shut off the machine, the other one, the smaller one, which is the pressure regulator gauge, would drop, while this one would still stand to hold the pressure in the pipe. Daily check, very important. On a daily basis, we always ensure we have enough petrol. It just needs to be cleaned. We haven't started, but we will definitely clean. And for specification, I've ensured that I marked all my machines, because we are using 3 of them in the field. So this video would be recorded in segments until I give you a hint on what is happening on our daily basis. So basically, that is the introduction to hydrostatic and also the few steps that we follow. Yeah, one thing I nearly forgot is that this pipe from the machine, you can see it goes all the way there to the main fault. Coming to the main fault, you have got the smaller one where that pipe I followed it's connected to, and then you have the other bigger pipe. So the reason being that we are now on our lower elevation where we are filling from. So first of all, we filled the water using the bigger pipe, for efficiency. The bigger pipe will definitely allow you to fill up the pipe faster, and then the smaller one is actually there because of the size of the pipe from the machine, with some reducers on it from the valves. That is the one that will now be able to, receive water from the pump through the pipeline, and then you get the pressure. Then here, most interesting, you can see that there are 2 pipes, even though the other one is not exposed. Here we exposed, the reason being that we are using the flange adapter. That flange adapter needs to be exposed so that we can detect any leakage there. If there's any leak, we'll be able to tell there are leakages. So, and then there you go, that in the back you can see that we have a shutter board. That shutter board, it's actually our support. We made sure that they are they are pipe, they are actually blocks, that they are steel, that are put against the blind flange where this manifold is ending, somewhere in that area. Then there's a support towards the shutter board, to hold the pressure. You must make sure that the alignment is even. You should also ensure that it's firm to withstand that high pressure. Then behind the shutter board, we made sure that we compacted the sand also very well. Those are very, very important things to take into consideration. So basically, that is it. We, as I said, would soon start, and we are just waiting for the water truck to come. Then we'll start pressure testing. For any information, do not hesitate to contact me. I am Thomas Samba Wamalopa, the hydrostatic foreman. Thank you very much.